안녕하세요 여러분. kclass101.com 하나하나 한글 시리즈의 Amy입니다. Hi everyone, I'm Amy and welcome to 하나하나 한글 on kclass101.com, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Hangul, the Korean alphabet. Do you remember way back to lesson 1 of this series? We learned a, I, and the placeholder iung. You only knew 3 characters, but now you know 51 and can read about 11,000 letters in Korean. In this lesson, we'll stop learning the writing system and begin using it. You will learn a lot of important Korean phrases that you will find yourself using all the time. Let's see how many you can read. Are you ready? Okay, here is the first phrase. How would you read this one? Let me give you 3 seconds. Did you read it? It is read 먹다, and it means to eat. Did you get it right? If not, you may have forgotten about the bottom rule named fortis. When 기역, 디귿, or 비읍 is in the bottom position, like 기역 of 먹, the next consonant can be doubled. So 다 becomes 따, 먹다. Then let's read this one. Can you read it correctly? It's easy, right? It's 밥, meaning rice in Korean, with the verb 먹다, to eat, and this noun, rice, 밥, you can say to eat rice in Korean. Unlike English, you say the noun before the verb. You also need a special particle, seen here. Can you read it? It's 을, and it marks the noun as an object to the verb. 밥 is the object of the verb 먹다, to eat, so you should add the particle 을 after the noun 밥. But as you can see, there's no word spacing between 밥 and 을. Then how do you read them all together? Let me give you 3 seconds to read it. You read it as 밥을. 이응 is just the placeholder, so when there's bottom right before 이응, the sound of the bottom moves to the next syllable. Not 밥을, it's 밥을. Altogether, you can say 밥을 먹다. This means to eat rice. When the object noun doesn't have bottom, you can use the particle 를 instead, such as 나를, meaning me. What about this one? Can you read it? If you read it as 같이, think about it once again. When 디귿 or 티읕 are in the bottom position and meet the syllable 이, then 디귿 becomes 지읒, and 티읕 becomes 치읒. In this case, 티읕 meets the syllable 이, so 티읕 becomes 치읒. So you can read it as 같이, which means together, or together with someone else. So you can say 밥을 같이 먹다, to mean to eat rice together. And let's take a look at one more sentence. Can you read this one? It may be difficult, but let's try to read it step by step. First, 예술. It means art. And the next one, 의. It means of. But unlike English, the noun is before 의, so 예술의 means something of art. Then let's check the next noun, 전당. It's easy, right? It means hall. So 예술의 전당 means hall of the art or art hall. Let's read it one more time. 예술의 전당. But when 의 is used as a particle, it is usually read as 에, because it's easier to say. 예술의 전당. Then what about the last one? 에서. It's the place marking particle like at or in English. So 예술의 전당에서 means at the art hall. If you keep reading this phrase again and again, you would be a master of doubled vowels. 예술의 전당에서. Then let's read the whole sentence now. 예술의 전당에서 밥을 같이 먹다. So what's the subject? To make a name or pronoun into the subject, you can simply put the particle 은 or 는 after it. For example, 나는, 나 means I, and 는 is the particle making it the subject. Or you can use your name. For example, my Korean name 은영, but in that case, the last syllable 영 has 받침, so you use the particle 은 instead of 는. 은영은 예술의 전당에서 밥을 같이 먹다. If your name is Matt or Matt, if you put it in Korean, you can say Matt는 예술의 전당에서 밥을 같이 먹다. Here we use the particle 는 because Matt doesn't have 받침. And now it's your turn. Can you write your name in Hangul and put it into this sentence? Remember that the subject marking particle is 은 if your name has a 받침 and 는 if it ends in a vowel sound. Alright, you have reached the end of Hana Hangul and made an important step toward learning Korean. But your Korean journey has just begun. If you want to continue learning, check out the absolute beginner lessons on KoreanClass101.com. Good job everyone, and goodbye. 안녕히 계세요.